Welcome to Napoleon Hill Motivation, where greatness is not a dream, it's a demand. Let me begin with this. What if 90 days from now you looked in the mirror and saw a stranger? Not a stranger born of confusion, but of clarity. A man reborn, transformed, defined by fire. Would you believe me if I told you that you could become that man? That in just 90 days you could carry the kind of presence that silences rooms, speak with the weight of truth, move with the power of purpose, and live without waiting for permission? Would you dare to begin, or would you hesitate again? Ask yourself, are you waiting for someone to tap you on the shoulder and say, "Now you're ready"? Are you seeking validation from your past, even when your future begs for permission to rise? Let me be brutally clear. If you ignore the next 90 days, your life will not simply pause, it will rot. Your habits will harden like concrete. Your distractions will breed like weeds. And your dreams? They'll drift further into the fog of regret. But if you choose obedience to the laws I'm about to share, and I mean obedience without excuse, without delay, and without applause, then you will become a man the world has no defense for. A man who acts without permission, speaks and others stop to listen, walks into rooms and shifts the atmosphere, carries a silence so rich in discipline that even chaos dares not interrupt. This isn't a motivational challenge. This is war, a war against mediocrity, a rebellion against your weaker self, a personal revolution. For the next 90 days, you're not retreating from life. You are vanishing from weakness, from noise, from every toxic agreement you've ever signed with hesitation and self-doubt. You are stepping into a furnace, and you will not come out the same. The call to transformation, law above mood. You must obey a sacred pattern. This isn't about motivation. Motivation is a fleeting emotion. This is about law, law of commitment, law of daily action, law of mental command. Live by these laws, and your transformation will not be optional. It will be inevitable. So here is your first law. For the next 90 days, I will live with military discipline and spiritual fire. Write it down, memorize it, make it your morning vow and your midnight echo. Repeat it. I will live with military discipline and spiritual fire. Say it when you rise. Say it when you move. Say it until your spirit starts to believe it, until your actions begin to reflect it. Because the man who commands his day commands his destiny, and the man who commands his thoughts shapes his fate. The tactics of mastery, strategy for the 90-day ascent. Every night, before you rest your head, write 3 to 5 non-negotiable goals for the next day. These are not to-do list items. These are orders from your higher self. You do not break them. You do not adjust them in the morning. You obey them, without emotion, without exception. And these goals must stretch you. They must frighten your comfort zone. They must serve your definite chief aim. If you do not yet have a definite chief aim, that is your first mission. Write it today. Write it with such raw clarity and conviction that the universe has no choice but to listen. Once you have it, read it aloud every morning and every night. Read it like a warrior declaring war. Read it as though your subconscious mind were a gatekeeper to destiny, because it is. Napoleon Hill said it best. The subconscious mind does not respond to casual wishes. It obeys only those that are backed by faith and emotion. Edison obeyed this law. Lincoln obeyed it. Carnegie lived by it. They failed, they bled, but they remained definite. And now, so must you. The war within, fuel, focus, and fire. If your mind is your castle, then food is your kingdom's gatekeeper. You cannot think like a king when you eat like a peasant. For 90 days, eat for clarity, not comfort. Eat for strength, not survival. Remove sugar, remove sludge, remove processed fog from your bloodstream. Every bite is a vote for the man you're becoming. And let's talk about movement. Daily movement is not exercise, it is exorcism. You are driving out laziness. You are waking up dormant energy. 30 minutes minimum. Daily. Move with fire. Move with rhythm. Move with intention. Because the man who cannot command his body will never command his future. And sleep? Sleep becomes sacred. You do not fall asleep to YouTube shorts or meaningless gossip. You program your subconscious with vision, with audio, with affirmation. You lay your head on a pillow of purpose, not noise. Every night, feed your mind with a good book, a speech that ignites a visualization of your future self, and then let your subconscious do its work. Because the night is not for rest alone, it's for transformation. Part 2, Phase 1. The Vanishing, Days 1 to 30. This is the most painful phase, because it's the one where everything you know about yourself dies. You're not building a new life yet. Not yet. First, you must let the old one rot. This phase is about elimination. Cut off the noise, social media, gossip, distraction. Cut off the people, anyone who feeds your mediocrity. Cut off the patterns, late nights, comfort foods, weak language. You become invisible. Your phone is silent. Your energy is inward. Your spirit is under construction, and people will notice. They'll ask, "Are you okay? Where have you been?" Don't answer. Don't explain. Let them wonder, because they have no idea what's coming. This is the cocoon stage, and yes, it's dark, it's lonely, it's quiet. But silence is sacred, loneliness is holy, and discipline is divine. You wake up early. You move your body before your mind has a chance to argue. You drink water like it's sacred. You eat only what fuels your spirit. You become a ghost to your old life, and in that ghostliness, a new identity starts whispering. Phase 2. The Resurrection, Days 31 to 60. This is where the battle gets loud. The world starts noticing your silence, your habits, and it will try to pull you back in. You'll get invites, you'll get temptations, your old self will bang on the door like a starving animal. But you must remain seated on the throne of your new mind, because by now you've gained momentum, your body is sharper, your mind is clearer, your speech is slower, more intentional, your movements are purposeful. This is the resurrection, the return of power. But listen, you are not yet bulletproof. You are vulnerable to compromise. And compromise is seductive when your results begin to show. People will say, "You've changed. You're too serious. You're no fun anymore." Good, let them talk, because resurrection is not for their approval. It's for your divine appointment. You are not rising to entertain. You are rising to lead. Stay focused. Stay unseen. Stay in command. Phase 3. The Dominion. Days 61 to 90. Now we enter the throne room. You are no longer reacting. You are no longer explaining. You are executing daily, relentlessly, without apology. This is the phase where life begins to bend to your will. Why? Because the laws of the universe begin to recognize you as kingly. You've proven you can say no. You can stay consistent. You can command time. You can conquer temptation. Now you operate differently. You walk slower, speak less. You listen deeply, not to reply, but to understand. You walk into meetings with invisible fire around your spirit. You don't pitch, you pull. You don't chase, you command. You don't explain, you embody. This is dominion. This is spiritual authority earned through discipline, solitude, obedience, and consistency. And yet, you're still not finished, because every king must now answer one final question. What will you do with the power? Will you use it to lead, to build, to transform others? Or will you let comfort creep in through the cracks and start the decay all over again? That's the war beyond 90 days, and it's where the next chapter begins.